he takes this from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. And here's the handoff. They begin with a run that goes nowhere. This defense is fired up. Kirk, both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge, the biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be so fired up throughout the entire game. I think it's going to be a true test of wills between two teams that have performed as they're destined to be into that postseason at the end of the year.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's an out route, the catch made. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Looks like NC State will have the first down. NC State getting set for their 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Caught by the receiver. Refuses to go down. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Breaks loose at the 40. They stop him after a big gain. Move the ball to the 26.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. That's a stop behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him for a 3-yard loss.
Boy, shout out to this defense. What a play. Great job of getting penetration. Hey, they're backed up near their goal line. Does not prevent them from sniffing out that trickery of the jet sweep. Good job of picking that one up.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Second down, we're going to throw it. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
Well, the script from the offensive coordinator works perfectly here to get this game started for this offense. Great job of mixing up a lot of different looks to get a read and a gauge of what this defense is up to today, and you're able to put 6 points up on the board. Great start.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Quarterback making some changes at the line. He escapes the pocket. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Looking to pass here on second down. That's caught. It's a bounce. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Makes the catch. It's a bounce.
Great job by this defense of tackling in space. They are going to keep him short of the first down marker. And a big decision for this head coach on whether or not to go for it or punt it away.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Throws it to the right. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44.
Bit of a risky decision here to go for it on your own side of the 50, but guess what? They make it work. Keep the sticks moving.
Looking to throw again. He fires it down the middle. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Tigers.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Fields it just outside the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. They'll hand it off. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
That's a great play by the defender who forced the fumble, but let's also recognize the heads-up play from the guy who recovered it. They're in the right place, just the right time.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They begin the series with a 1st and goal. Grab behind the line. It's Savant. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. He makes the grab. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
Completion good for 1st down yardage for this offense. They're going to run it here. The defense swarms him in the backfield. He had nowhere to run, loses 2 yards.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Grabbed by the receiver. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
And we're going to throw now on first down. He lets it go on the move. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Fires it to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete to wrap up an eventful first quarter. We've got an exciting quarterback duel in the making here as we check the first quarter stats. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looks to the left, pass caught. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. From the shotgun, drops back. Looking to scramble. Tries the right with a quick throw. And it's incomplete on 4th down. The offense will now take over in plus territory.
Well, this is exactly what can happen when you're overly aggressive and things go bad. And I get it when it's late in the game and you're trying to climb back into it. But
looking downfield near the end zone. Caught near the goal line. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
Somebody had to bust an assignment on this touchdown. There's no way you let a guy get that open unless the defender either gets injured or he blew an assignment. That was too easy for the offense for that touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it 4th down in their territory and got stopped. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. He stopped him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line. NC State comes to the line quickly.
Well, there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch made on the left side. Play moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down. This NC State offense is moving quickly down the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. On the move now. Using his legs here. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run. 3 receivers in a bunch formation as they come up on 2nd and inches. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Receiver makes the catch. Breaks into the clear. Touchdown, NC State. There was no catching him that time. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn on the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. Catch made on the right side. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Quarterback drops back. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And this time it's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
With these big pass plays can jumpstart this.
And looking for a big play here. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, it's an incompletion here, but I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Back to throw again. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. And they bring him down, but not before he reaches the 38. First down from there.
It was a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and to talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. It doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position, they become a real threat.
And he dumps it off to the tight end. You make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a 1st down in the red zone.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
LSU is now operating in the red zone. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's running out of time here. And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on 1st down.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is, and they do a good job of it right here.
This time, a completion. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back. The offense knocking on the door here with a 1st and goal. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Wants to throw it. Moves out of the pocket. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. And he just throws the ball away there and lives to play another down. That's a smart choice on 1st down.
I think that's a smart play. Goal to go is tricky when you're trying to throw it in there. And if it's not there, throw it away and live for the next down.
No gain makes it 2nd down and goal from the 5. No connection there. The pass is incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Going to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Looking for 6. Oh, and he dropped it. He could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness.
Boy, what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
And that one's straight down the middle. And with that, they regain the lead.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. 1st down. We're going to throw the football. Slides the quick throw. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. NC State comes to the line quickly. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. They get him down, but not before he reaches the 39.
What a huge play for this offense as this half is coming to a close. Here's where you've got to get a little greedy because what seemed like a drive where you're happy to maybe come up with 3 points, now you've got a real shot to maybe put the ball in the end zone.
Short connection to the tight end here. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Throwing for his running back. Got a man open, hits him right in stride. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And they'll set up now for the extra point try.
And this running back's going to show you he can be a receiver as well. He's just not back there running the football. Nice job of showing that versatility. Pulls it in and gets 6.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off here. And he'll hit out of bounds to avoid the hit. Did not pick up 1st down yardage.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Contact as he threw it. The ball is picked off. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the 1st half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. On the move now. Trying to create here on the move. He makes the grab. He makes the stop, but a big play moves the ball to the red zone. NC State comes to the line quickly. Here comes a throw from the red zone. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. Time ticking away. Time for just 1 more play before halftime. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. NC State will kick it off to start the second half. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. The passing game effective in the first half. Let's see if they keep it going or if the defense has made adjustments trying to protect the lead here. It's a short completion of the big tight end. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on 1 guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
So second down and 10 now from the 43 after the incompletion. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Oh, what a grab! And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to...
Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Throws it too far over everyone's head and incomplete.
Oh, my gosh, would he love to have that one back. Open receiver downfield, and he misses it. That's where you go back to the receiver and say, hey, man, that one's on me. I'm coming right back to you.
Looking to chuck it again. And the receiver's got it. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down into the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial fourth down try. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. He's got it. Enough for a first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. The shotgun running play call. Has a path to the end zone.
Well, at this stage of the game, this offense is clearly thinking it's 4-down territory. They need points on the board, and they need them in a hurry.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Run to the left, trying to find pay dirt. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Here we go. 3rd and goal coming up. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Moves out of the pocket. Launching one to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. The field goal is good.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. On the run here, lets it go. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw. So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. 2nd down, looking to throw it. Looking for the wide out. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Finds an open target on the left side. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's hit as he throws it. The pass is intercepted.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the 2nd half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. What a catch! Goes out of bounds after a solid game.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, LSU.
Well, another touchdown pass for this quarterback. Multiple scores on the day. He is in total control of this offense right now, and the defense just doesn't have an answer.
The offense still out there. They'll set up to go for two here, trying to tie the game. They'll try to run this one in. He runs it into the end zone. That conversion will tie up this game. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He steps out at the 23. That's where the drive will start. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. Looking to throw it on first down. Bringing pressure. He's going to pull it down and run. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Looks left and finds his target there. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Second down after that previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. That's a fly to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
Short pass finds the tight end. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Catch made by the tight end. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Man, and with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
NC State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
So 2nd and 10 here as they try to stay out of 3rd and long here in this tie game in the 3rd quarter. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. He escapes the pocket. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense, when you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback's scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. And he's intercepted. He stepped in front of that hole. He's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. From red zone all the way to the other end zone. What a reversal.
Chris, what a turn of events here. 1 second, you're in field goal range as an offense. The next, the defense is running back an interception for a score. You're looking at a 10-point swing and a momentum changer.
Here's the point after attempt. PAT is good, so they're up by a touchdown, 35-28. And notice how the balance of this passing game has been on display here. A whole bunch of guys getting involved catching passes. That's tough to stop. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the NC State offense back out on the field now. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick six, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. What a sag by the senior. NC State comes to the line quickly.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And looking to throw now on first down. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. The pass rush closing in. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Lets it go quickly. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, when you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
So here we go. Down one score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. Looking for a man. Throws to the tight end. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Caught! He's wide open. Look out! He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down marker.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
The back's got it. Touchdown, NC State. This offense cannot be stopped. And they get set now to try the PAT.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
On the hands team, all over that to make the recovery. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
What a Great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Takes the handoff again. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
First and 10 play coming up. The shotgun handoff here. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss.
Here we go.
Takes the handoff on the counter play. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. Here we are late in a close game. Crucial play coming up, 3rd and long. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And the defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's 4th down.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on 4th down.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. And it's broken up nicely. A defensive stop and a turnover on downs.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. Touchdown, LSU. The defense produces 6 points.
What a play here by the defense. We kept thinking this defense might have to come up with a stop to give the ball back to their own offense to see if they can maybe take the lead. But instead, they take matters into their own hands and come up with a turnover and a touchdown.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Now they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work.
Hey, it's the 4th quarter here. They're trying to get that football back. I don't blame them. Unfortunately, they couldn't come up with it.
So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. So 1st and 10 here. Offense desperate to reach the end zone on this drive. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking deep to the right side. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to stage a dramatic comeback and win the game late. That huge play sets up a great opportunity. 1st and goal just outside the 5. Plus coverage now from the secondary. And he fights Strikes in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
What a touchdown here with under 2 minutes to go. And the big question now, Chris, is do you kick this extra point to tie it up, or do you go for 2 to potentially take the lead? Either way, your defense still is going to have to go out there and make some plays.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Finds his man. It's Miller. He's brought down, but an explosive play for this passing game.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. 1st down, looking to throw the football. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. And completion makes it 2nd and short. There's the handoff. Tackle, but 1st down.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easier on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. That pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
That play makes it 2nd and 10. They're going to run it. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator or quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
LSU now operating in the red zone.
Just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. And it comes down to this, a moment in this place kicker's life. His team trailing in the final minute, a chance to put them on top. And a timeout is taken, just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. So in the final seconds, everything comes down to this field goal attempt for the win. And it's good right down the middle. And they've claim the lead with that. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. After the late field goal, they'll kick it away. The offense a chance to tie it up if they can get into field goal position quickly. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. First down, looking to throw the ball. Pressure is coming. He's hit just before the throw. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. And he goes down as the takeaway wraps up a hard-earned victory for the defense. Oh, when you're a team that comes in, Kirk, with great expectations, big goals at the end, you're going to get tested. They were tested here today by another ranked team. I was impressed how they responded.
Chris, there's no doubt about it. I think the thing that really stood out to me is the way they played for 4 quarters, just dominating football. And this is a team that's had to deal with being kind of the hunted, the team that knows that every single week teams want to bring them down. They took on a very talented team today and just dominated it.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.